It's time for Reading with Nanee and Awesome Alex. Jump into your PJs, grab your parents, your older siblings, your favorite snacks, and join Nanee and Awesome Alex for an hour of fun. With bedtime stories, nursery rhymes, Bible stories, poems, sing-alongs, and much more. On Facebook Live, Monday through Friday from 7 to 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Come on, let's have some bedtime fun with Nanee and Awesome Alex. See you soon.
Hello, 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 Awesome Alex.
Hello.
How are you? How you doing? You doing all right?
Yes, I am.
All right, let me there. Now I got you a little closer. What's going on? Let me see if I can get some people tagged in here. Give me 1 second. Mute your microphone just for a minute. We have some guests that I need to bring in, okay? So give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get them in here. Give me one second. I am trying to let's see. I'm going to give some people a few minutes before I bring my guest in. Alex, how was your day today? Good?
Yes.
It looked like you had the special agent Alex had a busy day today.
Yes, I did.
I
I went
know,
to the training.
Wow, I see you had the swear in today, huh?
Yes, and I been hunting guns with no bullets.
Oh, okay. I seen you. I seen you had your briefcase. I'm trying to get my thing fixed here where I can do some invites because we have some people who are backstage and I need to do some inviting. But for some reason, let's see. It will not let me do what I need to do. It keeps taking me to there it is. All right, they're saying hi to you, Alex. Tell everybody hello.
Hi.
Tell them hello. Let me see. Let me tag some people in here. Let me tag this person. Let me tag that person. Tell your mommy to get your grandparents on the phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, tell them to get your Mom wanted me to tag them. So, hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. Your mom is making so much noise. Tell your mommy she's going to have to chill out on that noise. Let's see. Tell mommy to call your grandparents real quick. Oh, boy. All right, let's see. Let's get you. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. What your mama doing?
Oh, in a phone call.
Okay, tell her the noise gotta. Okay, we about to bring our guest in. We got some guests that we finna bring in. All right. I don't think you met these people, but we gonna bring them in and we're gonna say hello to them. We're gonna add them right now. Let's see who it is. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. So we looking at Jayla, right? Let me make the screen a little smaller. Is that Jayla? Hi, Jayla. I can't see you. So let me see Jayla's face first. Get over just a little bit so I can see you. Hi, Jayla. That's Alex, and Alex, that's Jayla. Alex, you know Miss Todd, right?
Oh, yeah, I
That's
didn't know.
that's Mr. and Mrs. Todd's granddaughter, Jayla. And she has a twin sister, Jayla. How about that? And then I think that's Sebastian, right? Let me see your face, Sebastian. Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Welcome to Nanee and Awesome Alex. We're doing reading and fun time. Oh, turn your volumes down. You got to turn your volumes down because there's an echo. Harry Turner, hello. Let me see who's out here. Let me see. Darcel Marie Cole Robinson, I see you. Darcel, you're going to send me one of your books. Okay. Shal, I need you to put some earphones because it's going to have an echo. For some reason, there's an echo. Okay. Sharon Mitchell is here. Edna Elam is here. April Rising, hello. Miss Laura, hello. Harry Turner is in the house. Hello. Say hi, guys. Say hello to Facebook and YouTube. Let me see who's over. Who else is over here? Katisa is here in YouTube land. Let's see. S. Todd. Miss Shirley Todd is watching. Y'all tell your granny hello. She's watching you.
Hi, Granny.
Hey, Granny. Hey, Miss Todd. Let's see who else is here. Let's see. Miss Todd say hi, Sebastian. Hi, Jayla. Hey, Cynthia McDuffie.
Hi.
Oh, so Jayla, how old are you?
7.
Woo, you 7. Wow. I'm finally getting a chance to see you. Finally, I've been hearing so much about you. I hear so much about you and your twin sister and Sebastian and all your siblings. I hear so much about you guys. And Sebastian, nice to meet you. How old are you?
11.
11. Wow.
I am 9.
And Alex, how old are you?
9.
9. Wow. We got some big kids. I can't wait to meet Taylor. All right, so it's story time. Okay, so it's story time, and I got a few things that I got that I want to read to you guys. And the first one is the 3 little pigs. Y'all see that? The 3 little pigs. Do y'all know about that 3 little pig book?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So do you like that book?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So we're going to read that one, and then we're going to read. So what we're going to do is we're going to read one good book. Well, they're all books. And then we're going to read a Bible one, a Bible story. Okay. And we're going to start from the very beginning of the Bible, because this is a children's book and it makes it fun, makes it animated. All right. So we're going to start out with the 3 little pigs. All right. So I need you really listening, because I'm going to ask you some questions while we're going along. Okay. Y'all ready? All right. It says soon. Okay. It says once upon a time, there was a mother pig. Can you guys mute your phones? Alex, mute your phone. Mute your mics, guys, just while we're reading, okay? Go ahead and mute you. They're trying to mute you. You get it? Oh, you guys are doing a good job sitting here. Look at you. All right, y'all see what I got on? I got on Mickey Mouse tonight. I'm Mickey, Minnie Mouse. Hey, y'all know anything about Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse? Yeah, we got on our PJs. He said, I think you can't hear. Can you hear me, Jayla?
Yeah.
All right. Let's read, because we got people out here who, hey, Ro, hey. All right, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a mother pig who had 3 little pigs. The 3 little pigs grew so big that their mother said to them, "You are too big to live here any longer. You must go and build houses for yourselves, but take care that the wolf does not catch you." The 3 little pigs set off. "We'll take care of that wolf. That wolf doesn't. We will take care that the wolf does not catch us," they said. There's the 3 pigs. There they are. You see him? But look who's waiting right there. He's waiting for him. It says, soon they met the man who was carrying the straw. I think I got to get over this side. Who was carrying the straw. Oh, boy. "Please, will you give me some straw?" asked the first little pig. "I want to build a house for myself." "Yes," said the man as he gave the first little pig some straw. Oh, I don't know. Can you build a house out of straw? You think you can build out? No way. Then the first little pig built himself a house of straw. He was very pleased with his house, he said. "Now the wolf won't catch me and eat me." "I shall build a stronger house than yours," said the second little pig. "I shall build a stronger house than yours too," said the third little pig. Oh. The second little pig and the third little pig went on along the road. Soon they met a man who was carrying some sticks. "Please, will you give me some sticks?" asked the second little pig. "I want to build a house for myself." "Yes," said the man, and he gave the second little pig some sticks. Now, what was the first little pig's house made out of? Go ahead and unmute yourselves. What was the first house? What was it made out of? The first house was made out of
Straw.
straw. Okay, hold your thought. Then the second little pig built himself a house of sticks. It was stronger than the house of straw. The second little pig was very pleased with his house. He said, "Now the wolf won't catch me or eat me. I shall build a stronger house than yours," said the third little pig. Hey, okay, guys. The third little pig walked on along the road by himself. Soon he met a man who was carrying some bricks. "Please, will you give me some bricks?" asked the third little pig. "I want to build a house for myself." "Yes," said the man, and he gave the third little pig some bricks. Now, what was the first little house? What was the first house made of?
Straw.
What was the second house made of?
Sticks.
Yeah, all right, here we go. Then the third little pig built himself a house of bricks. It took him a long time to build it, for it was a very strong house. The third little pig was very pleased with his house, and he said, "Now the wolf won't catch me or eat me." Oh, wow. What did you think? Which house you think was the strongest? Unmute yourselves.
Brick.
The brick. Yes,
Brick.
the brick house. The brick house. The next day, the wolf came along the road. He came to the house of straw, which was the house the first pig built. When the first little pig saw the wolf coming, he ran inside his house and he shut the door. The wolf knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the first little pig. "By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I will not let you come in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow the house in," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed. The house of straw did what? What do you think the house of straw did?
Blew the house down.
Fell down. And the wolf ate up the first little pig. Oh no. The next day, the wolf walked farther along the road. He came to the house of sticks, which the second little pig had built. When the second little pig saw the wolf coming, he ran inside his house and shut the door. The wolf knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no," said the second little pig. "By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I will not let you come in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed. The little house of sticks fell down, and what happened?
Nothing.
The wolf did what? He ate the pig. Oh no, that's awful. Then the next day came, and the wolf walked farther along the road. He came to the house of bricks, which the third little pig had built. When the third little pig saw the wolf coming, he ran inside his house and he shut the door. The wolf knocked on the door and said, little pig, let me come in." "No, no, no," said the third little pig. "By the hair of my chinny chin chin, I will not let you come in." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed, but the house of bricks did not fall down. The wolf was very angry, but he pretended not to be. "Little pig," he said, "be ready at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I will take you to Farmer Smith's field. We shall find some nice turnips for dinner." "Very well," said the little pig, but he was a clever pig. He knew that the wolf just wanted to eat him. So the next morning, the third little pig set off for the Farmer Smith's field at 5 o'clock. He filled his basket with turnips, and then he hurried home before 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, the wolf knocked on the little pig's door. "Are you ready, the little pig?" he asked. Oh, I've been to the farmer's field already," said the little pig. "I filled my basket with turnips, and they are now cooking for my dinner." The wolf was very angry, but he pretended not to be. Then the wolf said, "Be ready at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I will take you to Farmer Brown's apple tree. We will pick some red apples." "Very well," said the third little pig. The next morning, the little pig set off at 4 o'clock. He found the apple tree. He was up in the tree picking apples when the wolf came along. Uh-oh. The little pig was very frightened, but he pretended not to be. He said, "These are fine apples, Mr. Wolf. I'll throw you one." He threw down an apple, but it rolled away down the road, and the wolf ran after it. Then the little pig jumped down from the tree. He ran all the way home and shut his door quickly. The wolf was very angry, but he still pretended not to be. He went to the little pig's house and knocked on the door. "Little pig," he said, "be ready at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and I will take you to the fair. We will have some fun on the swings and the roundabouts." "Very well," said the little pig. At 2 o'clock, the little pig set off for the fair. He had great fun riding on the swings and the roundabouts. Then he bought himself a butter churn. It looked like a big barrel. As the little pig was going home, he saw the wolf coming up the hill. The little pig was very frightened, so he jumped inside. This is what he jumped inside of. Can y'all see it? He jumped inside of there. Can you see it?
In the barrel.
He jumped inside the barrel. He said, so he was very frightened, so he jumped inside his butter churn. The butter churn began to roll over and over down the hill. It rolled faster and faster, and it knocked the wolf down. The wolf was so frightened that he ran away as quickly as he could. The little pig jumped out of his butter churn and carried it home. The next day, the wolf came and knocked on the little pig's door. He said, "Little pig, I did not go to the fair yesterday. A great big thing came rolling down the hill and knocked me over." "Ha ha," said the little pig. "That was me inside the butter churn." When the wolf heard this, he was very, very, very angry. Indeed. He said, "Little pig, I'm going to eat you up. I'm going to climb down your chimney to get you." Can you see him on the chimney? Can you see him? He's on the
Yes, but it's a fire.
Yeah, it's fire. That's right. The next day, the wolf came and, oh, nope, he's going down the chimney. The little pig was very frightened, but he said nothing. He put a big pot of water on the fire to boil. The wolf climbed into the roof, and then he began to climb down the chimney. The little pig took the lid from the pot, and to the pot fell the wolf with a big splash. The wolf, that was the end of the wolf, and the third little pig lived happily ever after. You see where the wolf wound up at? He's in that big old pot of boiling water. And the little pig lived happily ever after. How about that? Yay for the little pig. Yay, yay,
Okay,
yay.
we're going upload to tell.
Hey, Kirkland. Hey, Ro. Laura Kendall. Hey, look, Laura, know the story. Hey, Penny. I'm just telling everybody hello. Let's see who else turned up over here. Let's see. All right, we're going to the next story. I was going to tag some people. Give me 1 second. Let me tag Trina because I know she wanted to come in here. All right, let me tag Trina. All right, this one is Read With Me Bible. So the first thing we're going to read is, it starts with the Old Testament. All right, you guys listening? And this is a fun book. You see it? It's a Bible book, but it is, oh, wrong page. It is a fun book. You see, it says Read With Me Bible and NIRV Story Bibles for Children. All right? All right, let's go. It says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. God said, let there be light, and there was light. God called the light, he called the dark. God called the light day, and he called the darkness night. There was evening and there was morning. It was day one. That was day one. Here comes day two. Can you see it? And then over there is day three. God said on day two, let there be a huge space between, let me come over this way. Let there be a huge space between the waters. God called the huge space the sky. There was evening and there was morning. It was day two. God said, let dry ground appear. Then God said, let the land grow plants and let there be trees on the land. And there was evening and there was morning. It was what day now? It was day number three, the third day. Then God said, let there be lights in the huge space of the sky. God made two great lights. He made the larger light to rule over the day and the smaller light to rule over the night. He also made the stars. So the light that rules over day, what light would that be? What is that? Unmute yourselves. The light that rules by day is what?
Sunrise.
The sunrise. And the light that rules at night is what?
Sunset.
It's the moon. The moon is what gives us light at night, right? All right. So he said God made the two great lights. He made the larger light to rule over the day, and he's the smaller light to rule over the night. He also made the stars. And there was evening and there was morning. It was day 4. Now here comes day 5. God said, let the waters be filled with living things. Let birds fly in the sky. There was evening, there was morning. It was day number 5. God said, let the land produce living creatures. You see all the creatures? See them? All the creatures. And that's exactly what happened. Then God said, let us make man in our likeness. So God created man in his own likeness. God saw it. That was day 6. You keeping up with the days? That was day 6. God saw everything he had made, and it was very good. There was evening, there was morning. It was day 6. And on the 7th day, what do you think God did? He's done so much on day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He was so tired. What do you think he did on the 7th day? He took a nap. He rested. Remember that. God rested on the 7th day. He was tired. Monday, all through the 6 days. On the 7th day, he was like, woo, I'm about to chill out. So on the 7th day, he rested. Okay. Now the Garden of Eden. God planted, you see the garden? See that garden?
Yep.
Yeah. So God planted a garden in Eden. God made all kinds of trees grow. Their fruit was good to eat. The tree that gives us life forever was in the middle of the garden. The tree that gives the ability to know about good and evil, it was also there too. So how many trees was there? 2 trees. The tree it said the tree that gives life forever, and the tree that lets us know about good and evil. So there's 2 trees, right? God put Adam in the garden, which was man. He put him there to take care of the garden. God brought all the wild animals and the birds to Adam to see what names he would give them. So Adam gave names to all of the birds and wild animals. You see Adam right there? You see him?
Yep.
He's in the middle of all of those animals. All right, let's see. Did I switch too many pages? All right. God said, you can eat, told Adam, listen what he told Adam. He said, you can eat the fruit of any tree in the garden. But listen, you can eat the fruit off any tree, but you must not eat from the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. If you do, you will die. So he said, you can eat off any tree you want to, but you cannot eat off of that tree. Okay. Adam and Eve, Genesis 2. God said it is not good for the man to be alone. So God didn't want Adam to be by himself. So what did he do? He created Eve. So he went in the side of Adam, in one of Adam's ribs, and he created Adam's helpmate, which was Eve. He said, for the man not to be alone, I will make a helper for him. So God made Adam fall asleep, and God took out one of Adam's ribs. God made a woman from the rib, and he called his wife Eve. Can you say Adam and Eve?
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve. All right. Now, guess what Adam and Eve did? After God told them not to do, look what Adam and Eve did. The serpent, do you know what a serpent is? What's a serpent? This is a serpent. What do you think that is?
A snake.
A snake. A serpent is a snake. The serpent was more clever, which means he was much more smarter than any of the wild animals. The serpent said to Eve, so he told Eve this. He said, did God really say that you must not eat the fruit of any tree in the garden? Eve said, we can eat the fruit of the trees that are in the garden, but God did say you must not eat from the tree in the middle of the garden. Remember, God told him that? And he said, if you eat from the tree in the middle of the garden, what's going to happen? Alex, so silly.
Die.
What's going to happen to them if they did?
You die.
They're going to die. That's right. You see, he said, you must not eat from the tree in the middle of the garden. Do not touch it. If you do, you will die. You won't die, the serpent told him. God knows when you eat the fruit, you will know things you have never known before. You will be like God. So the serpent talked Eve into eating. That's like one of your friends, when your mom says, Sebastian, don't do it. Jayla, don't do it. And then you let one of your friends tell you to do it. You went against what mom said, right? So we can't disobey mom. We can't disobey dad by listening to what somebody else says, because then that will get us in some trouble, right? So we always have to listen to what mom says before anybody else, mom or dad. Anybody else that tries to change your mind different than what mom and dad said, they're not meaning you any good, okay? Remember that. Remember that. So Eve took some of the fruit, even though God told her not to. Eve took some of the fruit and she ate it. She gave some to Adam, and guess what Adam did? He ate it, and he was not supposed to. So Jayla, when mom tells you not to do something, and somebody says do it, don't do it. Don't do it. And then if Kayla says, well, I'm gonna do it anyway, tell Jayla, no, Kayla, mom said we can't do it, so don't do it. And Sebastian, you're the big brother, so you really have to say, no, guys, mom said no, so we got to listen to mom. Okay? Right? Then it says, then they realized that they were nude. They were naked. They were not supposed to be. They realized it. But before they ate that fruit, they didn't even realize that they were naked, that they didn't have on any clothes. But now that they were wrong, they seen themselves now. They sewed fig leaves together and made clothes for themselves. They hid from God among the trees because they did what God told them not to do. It was the coolest time of the day. God called out to Adam. Where are you, Adam? I heard you in the garden, Adam answered. I was afraid I was naked, so I hid from you. God said, who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten the fruit of the tree I commanded you not to eat? Adam said, Eve gave it to me, but Eve knew better too. So Adam knew better, but so because Eve gave it to him does not make it right. God was still angry with him. He said, but Eve gave me the fruit, and so I ate it. God said to Eve, what have you done, Eve? The serpent tricked me, Eve told him. That's why I ate the fruit. So God drove them out of the Garden of Eden. They no longer was welcome in the Garden of Eden. But before they did that, God protected them. They had it made. They could eat anything they wanted, however much they wanted. Adam could do anything he wanted. Eve could do. But when they did God wrong, when they disobeyed God, it was all over. And it's been punishment ever since. So listen to this story, Cain and Abel, and we're going to go back to a fun story. This is a fun story too, but I just want y'all to know a little bit about the Bible as we're reading our bedtime story. So we're going to go to another story after we read about Cain and Abel. But listen to this. Eve gave birth to Cain and Abel, right? She had two sons. Abel took care of the sheep, and Cain worked the grounds. Cain gave some things he had grown as an offering to the Lord. Abel brought some lambs. The Lord was pleased with Abel and his offering, but he wasn't pleased with Cain and his offering. So Cain became very angry. Now remember, they're brothers. And brothers and sisters aren't supposed to fight, right? Although they do, they should not fight. They should not. They're supposed to love each other. But listen to what happened. Cain said to his brother Abel, let's go out to the field. And there Cain attacked Abel and he killed him. He killed his own brother because he was jealous of his brother. Then the Lord said to Cain, because one thing about it, even though the Lord was not there, there was only two people there. Remember, it was Cain and Abel. He tricked his brother, but even though they didn't see the Lord, he was there. God was there, and he sees everything that we do. He sees everything. I want you to remember that. So now God seen what he did to his brother. Then the Lord said to Cain, where's your brother Abel? Cain said, I don't know. How did you not know and you tell God you don't know when God sees everything? I'm supposed to look after, am I supposed to look after my brother? He said, yeah, you are. But then so Cain went away from the Lord, and he lived in the land of Nod. Yeah, you are supposed to look after your brother. All right, so that was that part. And now Noah's Ark. I think we read a little bit about that later on. We'll get back into the Cain and Abel as you guys get a little older and a little bit more. You can understand more. You'll hear more of the stories. Okay, these are just a little bit of the stories to kind of get you get you to understand some of the stories that's in the Bible. Okay, the next one we're going to read is Noah's Ark, but we're going to come back to that one. All right, let's read something a little different. How about this one is going to be for, we know that Halloween is coming up, right? Now, I don't do Halloween. I don't buy scary costumes or spooky stuff. Any of that, I don't do. Okay, I don't do them. So this is Winnie the Pooh Halloween. Winnie the Pooh. You guys know anything about Winnie the Pooh? Winnie the Pooh Halloween. There's Tigger and Eeyore and Piglet. Those are the Winnie the Pooh characters. All right, we're going to read this one. The late afternoon sun appeared to hesitate on the horizon. Alex, mute your microphone, babe. Steadily, comfortably among the tip-top branches of the trees of the 100-acre wood. Alex, mute your microphone because whatever you, thank you. Wood, as if reluctant to turn off its light to make way for the night. Look, chuckled Winnie the Pooh from the grassy knoll where he and his friends were watching the sunset. The sun doesn't want to go to bed. Wow, sometimes we don't want to go to bed either, right? Sometimes we want to stay up all night. Perhaps it's afraid of the dark, suggested Piglet, who was much fonder of the sun's arriving or spending the day than he was of going to bed and leaving animals to bump around in the dark and bruise their very small chins and noses as upset their delicate nerves. Christopher Robin put his arm comfortably around Piglet's shoulders. No, Piglet, he explained. The sun simply wants to stay and share Halloween with us. Oh, remarked Pooh Bear, his tummy rumbling with sudden interest. It's Halloween. Perhaps a very small smackerel of something sweet. He licked his lips, hopefully, to eat something sweet. Don't be silly, Pooh Bear, snorted Rabbit. A Halloween isn't something to eat. Course not, agreed Tigger, bouncing up and down on his coiled tail. Everybody knows that. Pardon me for saying so, interrupted Eeyore, looking up from where he was sniffing a particular tasty-looking thistle. But knowing what something isn't doesn't exactly tell us what something is. Which seems to me to be the point. If that's what we're looking for, the point, I mean, never mind the point, whistled Gopher. All I want to know is what the ding-dang we're talking about. Halloween, announced Pooh Bear, proud of himself for remembering that. And what exactly is a Halloween? Demanded Gopher. What is a Halloween? The friends exchanged shrugs and puzzled frowns, then turned to Christopher Robin for an answer. Pooh smiled. Christopher Robin always had an answer for the confusing questions that found their way to the 100-acre wood. Halloween, Christopher Robin informed them excitedly, is the scariest holiday of the year because it takes place at night. You mean, gulped Piglet, it's a holiday that takes place in the very darkness? The darker, the better. Piglet, things are so much more frightening then, don't you think? Do you think the dark is frightening? The dark is frightening. Sometimes it can be spooky. If you don't mind, responded Piglet, trying to keep his ears from trembling, I think I'll be thinking as little as possible about scary things that happen in the dark. But that's what Halloween is, protested Christopher Robin. When the sun goes down, we all dress up in costumes and see who can be the scariest. Yeah, I don't do scary costumes. Piglet noticed the sun was no longer resting comfortably in the treetops, but was in fact almost out of sight behind the horizon. One last bright gleam peeping over the rim of the earth. I'm sorry, but I won't have time to play Halloween with you guys, Piglet blurted out. I have some very important things to do. What could be more important than scaring the pants off of each other in the dark? Tigger wanted to know. Turning on every light in my house and dusting under my bed, said Piglet. But Piglet asked Pooh, who cares whether or not there's dust under your bed? I do, answered Piglet, hurrying away in the dust, because that's where I'm going to be spending. That's where I'm going to be spending Halloween, under my bed. Now that's funny. What's the matter, Pooh Bear? Nope, too many pages. Poor Piglet, sighed Christopher Robin. But I suppose the nice thing about a holiday is that we all have the opportunity to suit ourselves. And that's just what I'm going to do, laughed Tigger, bouncing around his friends in excited circles. Suit myself up in the most fantastical costume I can think of. Hoo, hoo, hoo. As the others shouted their agreement, Pooh was strangely silent. Pooh got really quiet. What's the matter, Pooh Bear? Christopher Robin asked, as they all scattered to their homes to prepare their costumes. You see him? He's talking to Pooh Bear right there. Well, Pooh responded, thoughtfully scratching his ear. I suppose I'm going to miss sharing Halloween with my best friend Piglet. That is too bad, Christopher Robin agreed. You're simply going to have twice as much fun as anyone else and share it with him later. Why, what a nice idea, exclaimed Pooh. And I'll have to be twice as scary too. You'd better get started on your costume, laughed Christopher Robin. Oh yes, Pooh mused, beginning a slow ramble home. My costume. Pooh remembered that his scariest experiences were whenever he visited the honey tree for an extra smackerel of 2 or more before or after whatever meal it happened to be. Eating always made Pooh very angry, very hungry. You see all Pooh done? Eating everywhere. He eating all the time. That's all he did. And he loved, what do you think Pooh Bear's favorite food was?
Honey.
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 Yes, it was honey. He said, nothing is scarier than a honeybee, Pooh decided, and that's what I'm going to be, a bee. So when Pooh arrived home, he immediately opened up his chest of odds and ends and middles of items of no possible use to anyone except to a bear of very little brain, and began to look for his costume. You see him searching right there in his chest? He's looking for a costume to wear. I'm in no time at all. Pooh was ready. With black paint, Pooh had painted large stripes around his middle area. A plunger was stuck to his sitting down side, with a small pennant attached proclaiming Stinger in case anyone needed reminding. And on his head were Pooh's answers to antenna, 2 wobbly springs capping with ping pong balls. Now, that Pooh said to himself, now, as he examined the image in the mirror of a very stout honeybee, is very alarming indeed. You see, he thought he was spooky. Does he look scary? Does Pooh look scary right there?
Nope.
No, he don't look scary. He don't look scary at all. He tried to dress up like a bee. He hurried out to meet his friends, convinced there would be no better suited for Halloween than he. The night had become quite dark despite a sky full of stars and a huge autumn moon. Pooh would have walked right over Gopher without seeing him, but then he noticed 2 glowing eyes peering out of the gloom. Well, Gopher's voice demanded, what do you think? Pooh had to look very closely to distinguish his particularly invisible friend at all. He was wrapped head to foot in a billowing black cloak. You see his friend right there? You see him? That must have been his costume. Gopher, Pooh exclaimed, quite startled by his friend's sudden appearance. You certainly surprised me. I knew I would, Gopher snickered, tugging the black cloth more tightly around him. Nothing spookier than a dark night, so that's what I decided to be. Scared myself out of a week's sleep when I looked in the mirror. Love this Halloween, he said. He scared his own self. Before Pooh and Gopher could discuss costumes further, Tigger dropped very suddenly out of the night sky, and landed with a thump between them. Then, with a loud hoo hoo hoo, he squirted them both with a small water pistol. Tigger, splurted Pooh, rubbing the water out of his eyes and gazing at his friend in wonder. Tigger had donned a bright red jersey with a wriggly bolt of yellow lightning emblazed, oh boy, across the front. Who do you think you are? Whistled Gopher as he wiped his face with the corner of his cloak. You know the rainstorm everyone's so afraid of is going to show up at the wrong time and rain on whatever it is they don't want rained on. Tigger gave Gopher and Pooh another little squirt, each wail, I'm here. Terrifying, ain't I? I'm terrifying, ain't I? Does it look like his costume is terrifying? Does Tigger look scary at all?
No.
He don't look scary. Can you see him? Where? Let me see. Where am I? Can you see him? All right, let's go to the next page. Not, is this the next page? He said, terrifying, ain't I? Not to me, rumbled a voice from behind them. All three spun around in surprise. Eeyore, they shouted with delight. Eeyore was wearing a large red nose, carefully taped over his own, as well as a yellow ruffled collar around his neck. On his head was perched the tallest and pointiest clown hat anyone had ever seen, and it was crowned by a huge feathery orange ball. I was afraid if I were too frightening, I'd have to spend Halloween alone, Eeyore explained. Hope I didn't frighten anyone too badly. Just barely, Eeyore, Pooh reassured him. If I hadn't heard your friendly voice first, I'm sure I would be running for my life this very moment. No doubt about it, added Gopher. Absolutely, agreed Tigger. I shouldn't have believed you for a minute, grumbled Eeyore. Then a smile spread over his face, but I'm going to because it feels so good. Here's Eeyore right here. You see him? And remember, Eeyore said he wasn't going to come. Remember, he said he wasn't going to dress up for Halloween. The four friends began a long, loud laugh that stopped very suddenly in the middle when they saw Rabbit staring at them in annoyance. What are you laughing at? Rabbit wanted to know. This is the most frightening costume I could think of. Rabbit had pasted soft clumps of white cotton all over himself. They all struggled for a suitable word. It's very fluffy, Pooh finally blurted out. Perhaps it would be more frightening, suggested Eeyore gently, if you told us what you are. Rabbit leaned close and whispered, a dust bunny, and shuddered at the thought. There's nothing more frightening to me than those little balls of lint with minds of their own collecting where I can't take a broom to them. You see what Rabbit was? Can you see it? There's Rabbit right there. Right there. All right. The thought of a wayward dust suddenly reminded Pooh of Piglet huddled alone under his bed. I'm sure Piglet would be terrified of your costume, Rabbit, said Pooh. Oh, it was Piglet that said he wasn't going to show up. Before Rabbit could respond, however, a long, low moan sounded, rattling ominously out of the darkness, causing everyone to stiffen in surprise. Ooh, what was that? Tigger whispered. I don't think I want to wait to see this costume, said Rabbit with a shiver. Me neither, responded Gopher through chattering teeth. Another moan drifted out of the blackness under the tree. Woo! I think we should go to Piglet's, suggested Pooh, and make sure he's not too frightened. Woo! The moan sounded much closer this time. Look at them all standing there, spooked. Somebody who wanted to do Halloween, I look at them. They standing there shivering, teeth about to fall out. You're right, Pooh. That's what friends are for. Last one to Piglet's house is not first, shouted Tigger. The friends ran headlong through the 100-acre wood, silver moonlight illuminating the path beneath their pounding feet. In the distant, Piglet's house had every light ablaze and shone like a beacon to guide weary travelers home. Tigger threw open Piglet's front door and sped inside, followed closely by Rabbit, Gopher, and Pooh, with a panting Eeyore bringing up the rear. Thundering across Piglet's gleaming floors, they all tried to stop, but the hours of careful waxing by the fastidious Piglet proved their downfall. skidding through the house, feet skating frantically for a foothold. They all slipped onto their soft sides and slid into a tangle to end up in a pile under Piglet's bed. Can you see him? Everybody's scared. They all under Piglet's bed. Oh, Lord. Piglet, asked Pooh quietly. Then, upon realizing his friend was nowhere to be found, he shouted at the top of his lungs, Piglet! Ooh, sounded an answer from outside the bed. It got Piglet. It got Piglet, Pooh whispered. No, answered Piglet's voice from where the moan had sounded a moment before. Then the bedspread lifted and the smiling Piglet joined them under the bed. It didn't get me. It is me, he said. You mean that loud noise was you all the time? Exclaimed Rabbit. Yes, Piglet admitted happily. Who would have guessed, Pooh laughed, that the scariest costume turned out to be no costume at all. You see, Piglet explained in a very small voice, I was so scared about being scared that I knew the only way Halloween was going to be a holiday for me was if I was the most frightening one of all. And you did a stupendous job, laughed Tigger, patting Piglet on the back. But what do we do now? Do you see them all? Can y'all see them all? What do we do now? What do we do now? Let's see what they do now. I'm sure it's coming to an end. Well, said Pooh thoughtfully, noting how cozy it was all snuggled together under Piglet's bed. Why don't we just stay here and share Halloween? And have hot chocolate, suggested Eeyore. And tell scary stories, added Tigger. Excellent, announced Rabbit. I'll go first. Once upon a time, there was a giant dust bunny. As Rabbit continued, Pooh put his arm around Piglet's shoulders and they exchanged happy smiles. I think I like Halloween, Pooh Bear said. Piglet whispered to his friend, me too, Piglet. Pooh whispered back as he scooted closer, and me too. Now, none of them have spooky outfits. None of them have spooky costumes. You see their costumes? They're not spooky at all. All right, it is 7:47. Guys, I know we have a few more minutes. Is there anything you guys want to say? Hey, Karen. Hey. I see you. Trina, hey, no sound. Oh, boy. I like seeing the pictures, too. Welcome, Loopy Munoz. Welcome. I see y'all. Okay, come on in. Get your spanking. Hey, Nay. Hey. I see your Mama Judy. Aunt Tina's here. Becky Wilson. Shazetta is what? Dr. Byrne, is that BJ's head? You know what? I'm not doing this. Tell everybody hello, guys. Sebastian, unmute yourself.
Hi.
These are Miss Todd's and Mr. Todd's grandchildren. This is Master Sebastian and Princess Jayla. And then we have my nephew, Awesome Alex, is here. Y'all tell everybody hello. Well, how did you guys like story time? Did you like story time? But you know what? All three of y'all did very good. You sat and you listened, and you did really, really good. But I want to tell Kayla hi. Hi, Kayla. Where are you? Is she listening? Is Kayla listening? Yes, he's listening. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I love Mickey. Love that too. Y'all know what? Pooh and Piglet. Look at y'all. Need to get her to the background. That's right. I'm trying to get some. Hey, Gabe, Mildred Holloway. I love story time. Y'all done. Hi, Ivy. Hi, baby Ivy. Hello, Aiden.
Say
Hello,
hi, Kayla.
out there.
Put your head in the camera.
I'm liking it much more than the chip.
Hi,
Hi, Kayla. How are you? Oh, she looks like Miss Todd. Hi, beautiful princess. It's good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for bringing her. Hey, Mother Mary. Hey. Listen, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank my guest, Awesome Alex. Yes. And I also want to thank Jayla and Sebastian. Sebastian, do you have a favorite character or a favorite song that you like?
Yes.
What's your favorite character? Who's your favorite character?
I like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. And who is your favorite song? What is your favorite?
I don't have one.
You don't have a favorite song? All right, so
No.
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Because I went today and got some books. Give me a second, guys. I went today and got some books, and guess what, Sebastian? Sebastian, I have one, The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I appreciate you guys for being my guests, for coming in. I want you to come in another time and sit with us. We can have up to 10 children in here if you want to. But I hope you had some fun. I hope the story time was good for you, and I hope you sleep peaceful. I hope you rest well. Mom, I thank you for allowing them to come in and sit with us and have some fun. And Sebastian, I want to invite you back. Jayla, I want to invite you back to sit in. Jayla, who's your favorite character?
I actually don't have one.
You don't have one? What about
I like Team of Terror.
Hold on, Alex. What about a favorite song, Jayla? You have a favorite song?
No.
No, you don't have a favorite song? What about a favorite color? What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple. Okay, purple. Purple. All right, awesome. Hey, Shal. How are you?
Hey, B. Hey, B.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm so proud of you. I just want you to know I'm proud of you. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave that right there.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
We got this, right? Y'all, please welcome. That's Miss Todd's baby. That's Miss Todd's Shal. That's what I call her, Shal. I'm just coming out of her shell. I'm telling y'all, and God is so good, and He's so intentional, and I'm so proud of this young lady. So proud of this young lady. You're doing a wonderful job. I want you to know that. A wonderful mommy. And so I'm excited about what God is doing for you and me and what He's doing for us together. I'm so excited about that. So thank you for allowing the babies to come in. Thank you. Awesome, Alex.
Anytime.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Alex.
He's silly, girl. He's so silly. Alex. So Alex, what's up? So Mr. Alex got sworn in today. Ooh, Secret Service man.
Congratulations, Alex.
Yes, congratulations. Y'all send some hearts up for Mr. Alex. So Miss Dr. Burns trying to get Jayla to say Tigger is her favorite character. Oh boy, her and them Tiggers. Don't let me do that. If it ain't Tiggers, it's the Cowboys. I'm telling you. Tigger and the Cowboys. Alex, what's your favorite word?
What?
What's your favorite word?
Work.
Word. Bruh. Everybody waiting to hear you say bruh.
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 Bruh. All right, guys. Listen, I've had some fun. Tomorrow night, we're going to be right back here again. We're going to be right back here. Anybody want to pray us out? Sebastian, you want to pray us out? Hey, Jayla, you want to pray us out? Or you rather me do it? Bless you. Or you rather me do it? You rather me do it, right? Alex, you want to?
No.
All right. I'll pray us out. Jayla, can you grab Kayla's hand? Grab Kayla's hand. And we're going to pray, okay? I thank you guys for coming in. I have really enjoyed you. I want you to stay for a few minutes afterwards so we can play the commercial, right? I just got to add 2 pictures to the commercial and then it'll be completed. All right, so God, right now, you on Facebook, can you please just join hands and pray with us and agree with this prayer? God, we thank you for this chance, this opportunity to hang out, to love on, and to fellowship with the children. I thank you for the mothers who cooperated faithfully. I thank you for that. I thank you, God, that you open up the hearts of these babies, God, that you will allow Holy Spirit to love on these children. Allow Holy Spirit to guide these children as only He can, to protect them, to guide them, to open up their hearts and their minds, that you will keep them in perfect peace. That God, that there's nothing going wrong in their minds, that there's nothing going wrong in their homes, that there's nothing going wrong in school. God, that you will continue to protect them. Allow Sebastian to cover his mom and his sisters, to keep them close to his heart, to be a good gentleman, to be kind to his sisters. And then, God, I ask that you allow Kayla and Jayla to be kind to Sebastian and kind to each other, and that they be kind to their mother. God, I thank you for listening ears. I thank you because they were attentive, God, that they've coming out of some shells. And I thank you for that. I thank you for their mom. God, only you know. And so I thank you for their mother, that she is coming out of her shell. I thank you, God, for the friendship, for the relationship that you have placed upon the two of us. I thank you, God, that you will cover their homes, that you will cover their rooms, that you will cover their beds. Holy Spirit, protect them tonight as only you can. Keep them out of the way of danger. Protect dispatch your loving arms and your angels around their home. And God, that you will protect their grandparents, Miss Todd and Mr. Todd, and that you will protect all of their family members that they love on, God. I thank you that they came in here tonight. And then, God, a blessing, prayers for Awesome Alex, God. Today, he accepted a handshake for a young serviceman. I thank you, God, for the knowledge of this baby, for the heart of this man, for the intelligence of this young man. He's going to go far, and I thank you for it, God, that that their hands are in your hands, and I thank you for their lives right now. Let these babies be encouragers to someone else. Let their light shine to some other children. Help them to encourage other children. Help them to be the best children that they can be. And God, when they get distressed, or if they get lonely, if they get by themselves, place people in their path that can help them. People like me, let them be able to call on us and be able to help them. But God, I thank you for their lights. I thank you that the lights will shine forever. I thank you that there are children of the future. I thank you for covering them. Cover Alex's home, cover his mom and his dad and his home, and that everything he touches will be blessed because he's blessed. I thank you, God. I love you. I praise you, and I'll give you the honor and the glory. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Amen. All right, I love you guys. Sebastian, I want to see you back.
Love you.
Again. I'll see you guys again. All right. Okay. All right, YouTube. Facebook. I want you to listen, and we'll see you right back here. We're on YouTube as well. We're on YouTube and we're on Facebook. And so I'm excited about that and what God is doing. And I'll see you guys back here. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night. Let me see if I can pull this up again. Here we go. Have a good night.
It's time for Reading with Nanee and Awesome Alex. Jump into your PJs, grab your parents, your older siblings, your favorite snacks, and join Nanee and Awesome Alex for an hour of fun. With bedtime stories, nursery rhymes, Bible stories, poems, sing-alongs, and much more. On Facebook Live, Monday through Friday from 7 to 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Come on, let's have some bedtime fun with Nanee and Awesome Alex. See you soon.
All right. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see you back here, Alex and I both, tomorrow night. God bless you all, and have a sweet peace. Love you now, Alex. See you tomorrow.
Beats.